Joey Prey from Prey Funeral Home joins us again. Joey, I'm curious, a lot of people are choosing cremation now over burial. You can still have a service, you can still go through all of that with cremation.
Oh, yes, yes. Some people get confused. Cremation is just primarily a form of disposition. It's what we can do with the body of the deceased family member. But that only takes care of one need, the disposition of the person. The family still has the need to be surrounded and supported by friends and family and have people gather around. Whether that's a funeral, a memorial, a life celebration, a family affirmation service, it's important to do something like that.
Talk about why that's so important.
Well, a friend of mine, Dr. John Canine, Maximum Living Associates, he's served thousands of people that have been through grief, and he's come up with 7 social and 7 psychological benefits for a funeral. Primarily, it boils down to, like I said before, people need somebody gathered around them to help them. Because grief shared is grief bared, so to speak.
When you plan a memorial service, does the family have to come to the funeral home, or can you meet them? How does that work?
We'll do planning pretty much anywhere. I've made arrangements in homes. I've made arrangements in hospice houses. I've made arrangements at hospitals with family members. We'll, just like the services themselves, we will plan it anywhere that they feel comfortable. We'll conduct a service anywhere they feel comfortable. Funeral home, church, baseball stadium, old car museum, wherever it needs to be.
Well, talk a little bit more about that. Your approach is kind of unique, and I went to a service not too long ago, and I thought, wow, this can be done better. It was not at your place.
We tell stories, and we base it on that. We love to tell the stories. We love to illustrate the stories. And the interesting part, when we talk about cremation, people say, can we do it after the funeral? Of course. I think we brought along an image of what we call a ceremonial casket, which is a casket that people rent. Sure. And then the person goes to the crematory in a separate unit after that to protect their modesty. But we can do all kinds of stuff. I love using airplanes, old cars, tractors, fishing boats. Telling the story, it's so important and it's so helpful for the family.
And I love that you can do that, because if you want to be cremated, but people want to say goodbye or have that last
it's
moment,
important.
so
Yes.
they can do that as well. So that's really important.
Very.
Telling the story is important as well, right? Just telling the story of somebody's life.
And having the opportunity to say goodbye to that person and support the family.
Yeah.
Prey Funeral Home, prayfuneral.com, or 517-543-2950. Something we all have to think